Hello, welcome to the Your Princess is Problematic podcast. This is a podcast where we dive deep into Disney movies and other kids' movies with nostalgia goggles on, and then dissect and rip them to shreds with our adult brains.
That was beautiful, Thomas.
That was really
Can
great.
I get an NPR take on that?
I was just going to say how NPR he sounded doing that.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right.
So, that over there is the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible Nikki.
And that over there is one lucky bug, Jessica.
And I'm Thomas.
He was also there.
I was there too. I was in the room when it happened.
He's the cow.
And do you think we sound weird this week? It's because we are weird this week.
Yeah, we are practicing our social distancing maneuvers.
Yes.
And we told Jessica to stay home.
Yes, we
Yes.
did. We told her
Yeah.
not to come to our house this week.
Yeah.
Because I am infected with a plague.
But not the coronavirus
Not
plague.
the
Not
plague.
that one. Jessica, I just want to check for the audience listening, all of them. Did you or did you not go to the store and buy all of the toilet paper off the shelf?
Ah, you caught me. I went
Yeah.
to every single one. Like Santa Claus, in one night, I visited
Yeah.
every store in the world.
So you are one of the irrational people who is buying all the toilet paper, is what you're saying.
No, actually, I didn't even try until last night, and I started to go out to the grocery store, and I had just gotten done like walking around my house, and I was like short of breath and flushed in my face, and my mom was like, "You can't go, you're gonna give everyone a heart attack." So
They're gonna like shove you out the damn door when you get in.
yeah, so she went to the grocery store at like 11 o'clock at night, and boom, toilet paper, totally restocked.
Wow, actually, that's good to know.
Price was definitely hiked up, but it was stocked.
I saw someone post on Facebook today that they went to buy hand sanitizer and it was $16 for a little thing of hand sanitizer.
You can report that to the state, and they can do. There's laws against price gouging that they can get those peoples on. So
I went to Kroger this morning at, what time did I wake up? 6 o'clock this morning?
6:30.
6:30. So I was there by like 7 and they open at 6. And I couldn't believe how busy it was this morning and how many people were like shopping in pairs. And each person in the pair had like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say a mountain of crap in their cart. And not just like, I'm just grocery shopping and getting a couple of things. It was like, oh, I'm filling a bunker in my house full of every possible thing in the store. Like, there was no paper products at all in the whole store. Not that I needed any, because we actually have toilet paper and paper towel and cleaning products regularly, because we clean our house and use the toilet regularly. I don't understand why people are, like, freaking out.
Right. I don't get it either. There's got to be a happy medium, guys.
Even my next door neighbor, who's like super nice, she texted me when she saw that I was there this morning, because she's my friend on Facebook. She texted me this morning and she said, "Is there toilet paper?" And I said, "No, there's not." And then she said, "Make sure you buy enough food for like 2 to 3 months." And I was like, no, like, I don't have place to put that in my house, first of all. Second of all, I couldn't even imagine having 2 to 3 months of food in my house.
Right.
What would that even, like, that would be like a deep freezer of food.
Right.
Which we do not have.
We don't have a deep freezer.
Not anymore.
No.
We did. And we really
Once
liked
upon a
that
time.
freezer.
Yeah. But then it only lasted a year, and then it stopped working.
Yeah, and
And
when
all
it
our
died,
food
it
went
was
bad.
gross. It was really gross.
Yeah.
We came in the basement, we're like, why does it smell like garbage down here?
Yeah.
But it was like right before we moved, so it was kind of nice because, right, we were like, oh cool, I don't have to like move this.
Yeah.
Just put it directly in the trash.
Right. Yeah. So this week, we watched Mulan.
Yes.
Finally!
Yeah.
The animated one.
The animated one.
Because we don't have a choice.
We This was supposed to be. We were gonna do the animated Mulan this week, and then in 2 weeks we do the live action Mulan, because that's a good thing.
So yeah, it's a logical.
Yeah, but a lot of movies are pushing back their release dates right now, so that people don't feel incentivized to go to the movie theater and get everybody in the theater sick. And Mulan is one of those.
Yep.
So
Is it that, or is
release.
it so their opening numbers will still look good?
Probably a little A, a little bit of B.
Yeah, that too.
A little column A, a little column B.
I didn't even think about column B. That makes sense now that you say it, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're doing Mulan anyway, because it's a good movie. It's still a really good movie, and a lot of people like it. And we can always, when the live action one comes out, we can just send people the link to this one.
Right.
So.
Well, there's a lot of merch out for Mulan right now.
Yeah.
I went to the Disney store 2 weeks ago. Was that last week? Maybe it was last week.
Last week, I think.
I went to the Disney store last week to look for. I had to go to the mall for something else, and I was like, I'll go to the Disney store because I didn't have Evie with me, and I only had Scarlett. And Scarlett has recently decided that she really likes Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Which is really cute to me because Evie didn't do Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or any of that stuff. And because we didn't have Disney Channel, and Disney Plus wasn't a thing yet. So we didn't have access to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
back in the dark ages.
Yeah. So we skipped
before Disney Plus.
So we skipped past Mickey Mouse and all of those guys and went straight to princesses, which is what I did when I was little too. I was never a big Mickey Mouse guy either.
Yeah.
But it's cute to me to see that Scarlett really likes Mickey Mouse and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's really cute. Like, that's never really been something I've done in my life. And I'm like, that's cute that she really likes it. And it's something that she likes, not that she likes because her sister likes it. Because she likes a lot of things with Evie.
Right.
Yeah.
So I went to the Disney store to basically, look to see if I could find any dolls that I couldn't find at the Disney World. Because I couldn't find, like, the Tiana doll.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. And I wanted to see if I could find Tiana Merida or Snow White. Or is that the only three I'm missing?
I think so. Because you got Pocahontas, right?
No, and Pocahontas.
Pocahontas,
that's the other one I'm missing. Yeah, Pocahontas. So I went to look to see if any of those four were at the Disney store. And then I also thought, because I had Scarlett with me, I'm like, maybe Scarlett will pick out something that she wants, and it'll be cute and Mickey Mousey. So we stopped in, and I saw Tiana, and I got really excited to pick her up. But there was, like, another version of Mulan. So I was looking at all the Mulan stuff, and I met a cool new dude at the Disney store who worked there named Jacob, who said he's going to listen to our podcast, and he was really excited to hear our Mulan episode.
Oh, yeah?
Hi, Jacob.
Yeah.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob. And I hope you listen. He wrote the name of our podcast down on a receipt back. So either he put that in his pocket and pulled that out later and went, what's this receipt? And threw it away. Or he remembered and looked it up, and here we are.
Yeah.
But anyway, he and I were in like a big chit chat about how there's going to be a bunch of Mulan merch. And I was like, not like connecting the dots in my head. And he goes, because of the live action. I was like, oh yeah. I like hadn't put two and two together that because the live action Mulan was coming out, that there was going to be a whole bunch of Mulan stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to get like Mulan toys, because typically with Mulan toys, there's Geisha Mulan or no dice.
Right.
Like there's really not anything else for Mulan.
Yeah, everything Mulan merch related is always Geisha Mulan, which I think is stupid because she spends literally 5 minutes of the movie in it.
Yeah. This morning when I was at Kroger at 7 a.m., there were some books that were like kids reading books that were it was like a whole wall of Mulan books, and I like sat and like looked at them. Yeah, I sat and cried reading one of them this morning. I'm like, I'm getting this one.
Did you get it?
I did. I got two of them.
Nice.
I'll show you when you come over next.
So, shall we start off with our question?
Let us.
Yes. So, Jessica.
Yes.
What is your history with the movie Mulan?
Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What year did this come out?
1998.
Okay. Huh.
We were probably like 6th grade-ish.
Okay. Then I don't remember. I can remember, like, my earliest memory of this film is I distinctly, like, I can see in my head myself in my bedroom at the farm that I lived in during, like, 8th grade in high school. I can like distinctly remember watching the credits play and hearing that True to Your Heart song, like while I was in my room there. So clearly I either had it on, I probably would have had it somehow on DVD.
Or did you have the 98 Degrees album? Because this song was on.
No, actually I never owned a 98 Degrees album.
No, I had only this 98 Degrees album, and I actually think I borrowed it from somebody, and I just kept it.
It is possible that I, like, recorded the song off, like, onto a cassette tape or something like that, and listened to it. Because I don't remember ever owning this on DVD. You would think that I would have it now if I did.
No, in 98, we would have been on VHSs in 98.
Still?
So, fun fact number 1 for this movie.
Yeah.
This was the first Disney movie to get a DVD release.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
So maybe you didn't buy it on DVD yet, because if it was the first one to release on DVD, maybe you weren't even buying DVDs yet. Because the DVD was expensive when they came out, especially when they were the Disney ones.
Well, it wouldn't have been in 98. Like, this would have been in...
99.
Or,
right.
Yeah, this would have been in, like, the early 2000s. I would have been, like, watching stuff on my, like, PlayStation. Or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2. Because the PlayStation didn't play DVDs. Yeah, that one. But yeah, I could be just having, like, I could be making my own memories because I was grown in a lab. I have no childhood. So yeah, I don't know where that memory came from, but that's it. And other than that, I don't remember. But I know I love this movie growing up, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Nikki?
Yes!
What's your history with this movie?
I went to go see this in the movie theater. Because I would have been 11. And I want to say that Julie and I went to see it alone together in the movie theater.
Ooh.
And that, like, my parents dropped us off and they went to go see a movie while we saw a movie. I want to say maybe ish.
I mean, it was PG, so you could have gone and seen it by yourself.
I'm sure. I mean, I just remember there were a few Disney movies that I was in this age range that I remember seeing without them. This movie was never, because this came out when I was 11, I was a little bit past loving a Disney princess age. Because 11 is just that age where you're just like, I'm a little too old for, like, a Disney princess.
I'm too cool for that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was trying to be a teenager and trying to be really cool.
You're practicing your angst.
So much was practicing my angst at 11, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What grade is that? 4th grade?
That's 5th grade, 6th grade.
Really?
Yeah. Take your age and subtract 5.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I was definitely trying to be cool.
Yeah.
And so I don't remember this being a big deal to me in general. Like, I remember thinking, that was a good movie. And I'd enjoy it whenever I watched it with my sister or we watched it another time. I remember liking it. I liked the toys and stuff like that. But it wasn't a favorite go-to for me ever. And I didn't really appreciate it until I was a lot older. And it was one that I came back to and I was like, this movie is badass. And I really identify with Mulan and blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't until I was, like, basically an adult.
Yeah.
Slash, basically since I was 30. So.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, though. I can't think of anything else historically with me in this movie. I also liked the 98 Degrees song very much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thomas.
Thomas Carl, yeah.
Yes. All right. So my history with this movie.
Yes.
I remember when this movie was out in theater. I did go see it in the theater. The situation around that was, I was in like a summer daytime program. It was called Playground, where
a day camp.
Yeah. So like my parents would take me to the middle school and drop me off, and there would be some high schoolers there babysitting us for the day.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So one day, we all decided that we wanted to go see a movie, and everybody wanted to go see Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, nah, whatever, I don't care. That's a stupid Disney movie. It's for kids. So I went and saw
I want
it.
to go where Amber is.
I went and saw it. I went and saw it angstily.
As you do, yep.
Did Amber even sit next to you?
Fucking Amber, man.
And after that, I was just like, that's a stupid Disney movie, whatever. I didn't watch it again for a long, long time.
It's stupid, and I didn't even sort of want to be Mulan.
Did he want to go?
Yeah, and then it's like I don't think I even watched this before we went to Disney because Mulan's not like a typical Disney princess. I think I was trying to get the Disney princess movies down, like the ones that I hadn't seen and stuff.
Because she is a Disney princess.
So I don't think that I had even watched it before we went to Disney, and then it came on Netflix or something.
Really?
Yes, it was
And
on
then-
Netflix, yep.
Yeah,
No, but I mean, really? You didn't watch it before we went down?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I don't think we watched it together.
Well, you were probably like, no, I've seen this one.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I don't remember when I watched it recently, but it had been not since I saw it in the theater when it first came out that I watched it again as an adult. And I realized that this is like my favorite Disney movie now.
Yeah, it's kind of a super dope movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I really like it now.
I do remember when Evie started to watch it with you, and I
Yeah.
remember like I came home one day and when Thomas was laid off and he was home with Evie like the whole time. I came home from work one day and he was like, "You've seen Mulan, right?" Like, yeah, of course I've seen Mulan. He goes, "This movie's awesome. Evie and I watched it like 3 times today. It's awesome."
Yeah, I think that was it, is when I watched it with Evie, because when it was on Netflix, I watched it with Evie, and I realized, like, holy shit, this is actually a really good movie.
Right.
Yeah, that does sound. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That is how.
So I went from when I saw it when I was 11,
Yeah.
and was super angsty about it, to when I saw it when I was 30-something, and was like, holy shit, this is a good movie. So
what you're saying is that sometimes we watch things with nostalgia goggles, and we watch it, later in life like, that was not a good movie. But sometimes we watch things with, it was not a good movie. And then as an adult, we go, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it can go both ways.
it can go both ways.
Yeah.
Yes. Your tastes definitely change.
And that.
Yes.
It's almost like people change.
Yeah.
Most people.
You ever seen Bridesmaids and they're kind of nicely fighting and she's like, it's like people change, and then the other one's like, sometimes they stay the same. And they're like, I think people change. It's like Rose Byrne and Kristen Wiig going back and forth talking about Maya Rudolph. I mixed them up. I don't know.
All right. So the movie starts.
Yes.
And so the opening credit thing, the way that they did this effect is they actually poured watercolor onto rice paper.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's how the whole thing works. Yeah. It's like with all the flowing ink and stuff. It's like they actually did it.
That's
That's
awesome.
cool.
It's not CG or anything.
It's really pretty.
That's very impressive.
The opening is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it opens super dark on the Great Wall with the guy getting murdered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A little dark. Like, oh, so that's what this is going to be.
Can I just say that instances like the fire lighting on the Great Wall and in Lord of the Rings where they do the lighting of the torches to communicate between cities. That is just such a cool thing to think about.
Or the midnight bark.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
101
cool
Dalmatians.
thinking about how people communicated back before cell phones and shit were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we go to the Emperor talking to the generals. And something, or one man could make the difference between winning and losing the war. And I'm like, or one woman?
I just want to quickly bring up how stupid Shifu is and how much I want to punch him in the face from the second we see him on screen.
Yeah, for sure.
When the guy comes in, he's like, the Huns have just come over the wall. He's like, impossible. No one can come across the wall. I'm like, but he just fucking told you.
Who are you, Donald Trump?
This is just the first instance, guys, that shows us that walls don't work.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, now we go.
Okay.
And then we go to Mulan.
Yes.
We meet our heroine.
Yes.
Our
Mulan.
who, in my opinion, does not appear to be running late at all. I don't
Right?
really understand where the rush is in this scene to where when she does get to her mom, she's like, I'm running late. And I'm like, she seemed like she was just cheating a little bit in her bed.
She was late for a hot bath. Yes.
Right? I don't really understand why everything seems so rushed in this first scene. But I do want to talk about her dog, little brother.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And how creepy I find his animation. Like, I think his little body is cute with his big old paws and his skinny little legs, and he kind of reminds me of the dog in Garfield. You know what I'm talking about?
Odie?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Odie. Yeah, Odie. His legs, like his body does. But his eyes just being black and not having, like, the white around it, like the other dogs. You think that's because he's Asian, and Asians have small eyes?
There it is.
So,
There's that
things.
first comment we were looking for.
Because, like, the chickens don't have Asian eyes. They have the white
Jesus
around
Christ.
their eyes.
So
I'm just saying that I was thinking about it because I've always been like, Little Brother's cute, but why does his animation look so weird and creepy to me compared to all the other dogs that I've ever drawn in Disney? And I'm like, maybe they tried to make him look like a little Asian dog and they took his eyes away.
Oh my god.
couple things.
Do what?
Couple things about Little Brother.
Okay.
First of all, I also agree that his animation, the choice of the art style that they chose for him is weird.
It's completely
Like,
different
all
from the
the
rest
other-
of the movie.
All the other animals in the movie look more or less realistic,
Right.
and for this dog, they chose to make it like a Lilo and Stitch alien.
Great. He looks different.
Yeah, that's weird. Second thing is, in the actual Mulan tale, she has an actual little brother.
Oh.
But for the movie, they didn't want to give her a little brother, and they replaced it with a dog that they named Little Brother.
Okay.
I see.
Interesting.
So, the little brother in the real tale would have been Asian.
Oh my
so
God.
when they drew him,
Wow, I think you need to stop.
I'm not being racist. And it's funny you guys should mention that because tonight, while you guys were doing your test calls, I was listening to everyone who was racist from Avenue.
I could hear that. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I'm not arguing it with you about the dog looking weird. His animation is completely different style-wise from everything else. Can I tell you what one of my favorite comedic moments in, like, the whole movie is?
Yes, please.
It's when her dad is kneeling in the temple and there's like a moment of silence and then the fucking dog and the fucking chickens run in. That moment is just like beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
So what effing doctor prescribes three cups of tea in the morning and 3 cups of tea at night? He's going to be peeing all day. No?
I don't know. 14th century Asian doctor?
Yeah, I mean, I know you can overdose on tea, but it would take quite a lot.
I mean, their cups are like a shot glass, basically, so I guess it's really not that much tea.
That's true.
And I usually do like 2 tea bags worth of tea whenever I have tea. I love tea.
You do?
Huh?
You do?
Yeah, well, I mean, I usually do my first brew, and then I usually brew a second. I usually do 2 cups of tea when I do tea.
So you do 1 tea bag twice?
Yes. No, I do a second tea bag, and I'm saying I drink 2
you
cups.
Drink 2 cups of tea.
Yeah.
What you're saying?
2 full cups. I don't know how I said that so challengingly that I couldn't say it. I'm sorry. I don't speak English.
I eat 2 tea bags. Isn't that how you guys do it? You chew on the tea bags and then you pour some hot water in your mouth.
That's gonna be a new Facebook channel.
Oh,
That'd be
goodness.
the funniest fucking thing ever, actually. We should start that and see if kids actually do it.
Oh, no.
We'll pretend it's hot water when we do it, but we'll see how many of the stupid teenagers do it with hot water. That sounds more fun.
Totally, yeah.
And then we get, like, charged in prison because we killed a bunch of people. That sounds great. All right. So then we get to matchmaker time.
Yeah, Mulan gets to town.
And we meet, well, really quick, we meet Jessica Grandma.
Yeah.
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 Right? That's who you are. You know it's true. That's you.
Oh, I know. I fully know who I am. Yes. I really like the song.
I also love this song.
I like this song also.
Evie used to really like this song,
Yeah.
too. She used to have me sing it to her often.
Yeah. She doesn't care about Mulan anymore, though.
Yeah, she likes the figures, but whenever, and she'll like bring up Mulan stuff, and she likes to like pretend to fight like Mulan and stuff like that.
Yeah, but she won't let us watch it.
But she doesn't, she doesn't want to watch this Mulan.
Oh, yeah. She never wants to watch, she only wants to watch princess sequels now.
Yeah, she only wants to watch Mulan 2. So
Yeah.
she won't
And Pocahontas 2. And Little Mermaid 2.
Yeah.
And Aladdin 2 and 3.
Gross.
And
We're in a terrible place in our house right now.
yeah, it's great.
Terrible.
Is it because the plots and dialogue are much simpler and they're easier for a child to understand?
She thinks that they're the new ones and she wants the new ones.
Yeah, because they were.
She calls them the new princesses.
Yeah, because since we got Disney Plus, now they're all on there, so we've never had them before because I refused to purchase them. And give Disney my money for that, but apparently the joke's on me because I am giving Disney my money for them now. So
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I love the song. I don't understand why we're late, and I like the harmonies in the song.
Yeah, I like the instrumentals in the song. Like the actual music is very, I don't know, cool.
Yeah. I also like how you kind of get glimpses of her character, too.
Yeah.
Like how smart she is when she goes and wins that chess match. And how she, there's like some kids fighting in the street, like bullying a girl, and she helps her or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also Mulan's last moment as her own free, independent self before she gets saddled with a bunch of stupid sidekicks who ruin her life slowly one by one.
Dude, I just want to say the sidekick score in this movie is low. This Mulan's got shit for sidekicks.
I mean, she's got Khan. Khan's a good boy.
He is a good boy. He's the only good boy. I used to like Cricky, but like Cricky and Mushu just keep screwing shit up for her.
They really, really do. She's got some shit sidekicks to pick from. Ugh, that's just too bad.
Yeah. Then we get Geisha.
I do not like the lyrics in Honor to Us All. Like,
yeah,
I don't like what it. I mean,
I think it's just setting up the juxtaposition of where she ends up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I like the song. I like the harmonies. I like the words for how they set it up, etc. But listening to it, I just sit and I go, ugh, ugh, the whole time, like, bleh, bleh, the whole time they're singing it, because I'm like, stupid. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we get all the geishas.
Yes.
Yes. So, this kind of goes to your question about what non-Chinese Asian references are in this movie.
Yes, I asked Thomas today how much Japanese culture and references they mixed into this movie.
Yeah, I wasn't really able to find anything on that.
Okay.
The only thing that I've seen is I watched a video about the movie a while ago, and it says it's a movie about Chinese culture with a whole bunch of other Asian countries' cultures mixed in.
Yeah, okay.
But the only actual example that I've been able to find of that is the geishas. Mm-hmm. Geishas are Japanese.
So she meets the matchmaker and does a shitty job with the matchmaker because her stupid little cricket fucks it all up for her. And she just doesn't... All she had to do was say, oh, there's a bug in here.
Right.
Like, all she needed to do was say, there's a bug in here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand why it had to be such a big...
Yeah, that's kind of... I was thinking about that today. I was like, so really the only thing that Mulan herself screws up is showing up late to the matchmaker, like getting ready. That's the only thing that she personally does. Everything else that people, like blame her for is based on something that one of her sidekicks does. So do they do that in order to be like, see, she's not perfect, but she's still likable? Like,
I have something to say about Princess Jasmine singing me a song in this week.
Yes.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, the actor doing the singing voice for Mulan is the same actor that did the singing voice for Jasmine.
Yes.
Yeah. And I actually can't. You really have to listen for it, in my opinion, to hear it. I think she does a very good job.
She does a very good job of
making her
differentiating
voice.
them.
It doesn't sound like Princess Jasmine singing to me. I was just joking.
Right.
But I will say, this is the one instance that I prefer the pop version of the song from the movie over the real princess version.
Because it's Christina Aguilera.
Well, so like I said, when this movie came out, this wasn't a big deal to me. But the song was on the radio a lot, and this was when I decided that I could sing. Like when I was like, oh, I have a pretty good singing voice.
Okay.
And Christina's version of this song wails, man. Like
this was the song that launched her career.
Yeah,
After this, it was after this song is when she got her record deal.
Yeah. So this song I played this song like on repeat in my bedroom and sang the heck out of this song and was like, I can hit these notes and blah, 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 blah. And I mean, I can only imagine how terrible it really sounded. But I know that version so much better than I know the version in the movie that I don't care for it in the movie at all. Like, I'm like, I like the Christina version a lot better. And I don't even know the words that Mulan sings. Like, when I've tried to sing along in the movie, I don't know. I mean, I know it's not different as normal because I always don't know the words to songs anyway. But I usually know the princess songs because you usually can sing along to the princess songs. But I don't know any of the words to the Mulan version of it at all. Like, when she sings it, and I don't care for it. And I feel like I'm an abomination to everybody by saying this statement right now. So I thought I'd share that with you guys.
No, I get it.
Yeah. That is all. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
Thanks for coming to her TED Talk.
I acknowledge you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyway.
I see you. I respect you.
Yeah.
You see me, I don't see you, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we didn't tell our listeners. We can't see Jessica right now, but Jessica is watching Thomas and I on video.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I feel like a fly on the wall.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be animated for her sometimes, but I'm giving her faces in the camera in hopes that she's actually watching us sometimes.
I am.
Right. So then we get Sweet Sweet Daddy Blossom.
Yeah, and then we get Faju basically doing Mufasa levels of dadding.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Really quick, though. It's like very quick.
Yes, he doesn't have as much time to Mufasa dad, but I far he's on the level of Mufasa as far as dads go.
And you can tell he really loves his baby girl.
Yeah.
Like, he's very like, I really want you to bring honor to our family, and you almost can hear that he wants to say, and I don't care when it is or how it is, but I know that
I think that was the whole point of his conversation, was that you don't have to, when you're ready, I'm sure you'll be great.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh,
right.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Daddy?
Yeah.
So, that's all.
Yes, I also love his character.
Mm-hmm. He's I'll rank him up there with favorite daddies in
This is one of the few Disney princesses whose dad is alive.
Yeah, dad
and then
and
even
mom.
fewer whose both parents are alive.
Yeah.
Isn't it typically dad's alive, mom's dead?
I guess
usually yes.
Yeah.
So then the soldiers come into town, and Chifu comes on his big horse.
So this was after one of my many watch throughs of this movie with Evie. I found out that they made Chifu's horse. They made his face look exactly like Chifu.
Oh my god.
Thomas pointed it out to me one time, and it made me laugh so hard. And I was like, oh my god, it does. And today when we were watching it, I said to him, I'm like, you gonna write down that horse? He goes, what? I go, your horse. He goes, oh yeah, my horse.
I almost forgot.
I don't think I ever noticed that.
Yeah. Now that you know it, you
should go look and you'll see it.
I will.
Because his horse looks just like him. It's really funny. So yeah, everybody gets called up for
here's my biggest problem with the premise of this movie.
Go.
The premise of this movie is that Fa Zhu, who is Mulan's dad, is going to get conscripted into the military, and he'll have to fight on the front lines.
Right.
And probably die. My problem with this movie is they establish Fa Zhu as a war veteran. And then when we get to the camp later on, Chifu knows who he is.
Yeah.
Like, he says, I think his exact words are, the Fa Zhu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he's like a war hero. So, my whole thing is, like, I feel like if Fa Zhu had went into the military, they would have made him an officer or something. So he wouldn't have been on the front line. So his probability of dying was probably somewhat low.
Yeah.
And also the fact that he couldn't actually fight.
I mean, that's possible.
I would think that once he got to the camp that, yeah, he definitely wouldn't have been with, like, all of the guys who are learning how to... He wouldn't have been with Shang. Like, I think he would have been...
He probably would have ended up with the general.
Yeah.
In which case he would have died.
Right.
But we had no way of knowing that.
Right. But then the movie wouldn't have happened, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, but when Mulan is at dinner, and this is when, like, she stands up and she's like, this is bullcrap, and,
right,
like, you shouldn't fight. This is when I feel like I identify with Mulan, like, super high, because one of my big problems in life has always been when I've had jobs, and I think something is total bullcrap. I used to be somebody who would just kind of sit and just, like, be silent, and then I would just be like, no, this is crap, and just, like, rah! And, like, watching Mulan do it, I'm like, yeah, that's right, it is crap, Mulan, and I'm like, but she's just so cool, and she stands up for what she thinks, and she doesn't, she's brave as fuck to do this next part.
Right.
To make the decision to go and take her dad's place. This is the first time I cry in the movie.
Yeah.
When she when she decides to be brave and do this and take her dad's place.
Her getting dressed and going montage.
Like, this whole montage.
I like the music for this scene.
I do too, even though it's kind of like 80s montage.
Yeah.
Like,
it is very 80s montage.
Yeah.
I really like it, and I start crying as soon as it starts playing, I really like that we know exactly who Mulan is as a character, like, within all of these opening
the first
sequences.
20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, most Disney princesses, you kind of get a vague idea of who they want to be, and then they change throughout the movie, usually after having met their, romantic interest.
Right.
But I feel like she's one of the few people that you know exactly who she is, and she does not change.
Mulan kind of has a Captain America character arc.
Yeah.
You know what that means? So Captain America's character arc isn't Captain America being different in the beginning of the movie than he is in the end of the movie. Captain America changes the environment around him.
Yeah. Everybody's perception of him changes.
Yeah. So Mulan at the beginning of the movie is the same Mulan at the end of the movie. Everyone around her has changed.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was the same thing with Captain America. Captain America is the same Captain America at the beginning of the movie as he is at the end of the movie.
And if you want to hear more thoughts on Captain America, you can listen to our episode, Captain America, from approximately 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Where we talk about Captain America.
We do.
Captain America. Can we say it some more?
Captain America from Captain America. This episode brought to you by Captain America.
Yo, dog, I heard you like Captain America, so we put some Captain America.
Anyway.
Okay.
So yes, I cry there. Very much cry. Because she's very brave and just a badass lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the family situation in the real story is a little different. So in the original story, it's not that her father is injured, it's just that he's super old. And then Mulan actually has a sister and a brother. Obviously the sister can't go officially, and the brother is like super duper young, like child, so he can't go, which is why Mulan ends up going, but her family's cool with it.
Yeah.
And also Mulan's dad trained Mulan how to fight. So she already knew how to fight.
Oh, well, that's very different.
Yeah.
So she's gone.
Pieces out.
So she rides.
And I had a thought while she was leaving about, like, the fact that she was leaving in the middle of the night, obviously. She wasn't leaving in the morning. I would assume that because everybody's in the middle of the sun at the same time, that they would probably all going to leave together at the same time and all head there at the same time, maybe.
Probably.
And I don't know, I guess I was just thinking about, like, I wonder what that was like in the morning. Didn't they all go, like, where the hell is Faju? And where is he? Or also, like, all the people that got to the camp that were going to be there, like, weren't they, like, where's, like, who the fuck's this guy? Like, I don't know, he had a son. I mean, I know they kind of address it later, but
Yeah, it doesn't really get to that low level like that.
I know.
Yeah.
It was something that kind of made me go, That doesn't quite hold up super great, but okay. Yeah. I'm going to forgive it because the rest of this movie is awesome.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. So then we go to the Guardians,
Yeah,
right?
the Guardians get awakened.
Awakened.
This is where my Mushu impression is really good.
I'm so excited.
Have I told you that since we got the figure set that Evie has me play Mushu for her whenever we play with the Mulan toys because I do Mulan! I do Mushu! Real good! And I make her laugh. Was that not good?
No, it was brilliant.
I thought it was great.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Mulan! I'm Mushu! I'm bringing the gun! I'm a dragon! I don't do that tongue thing.
I'm making waffles. Kidding, that's Shrek. Wrong movie.
I know, it's very confusing. The voice is very much like the same.
It's almost like Eddie Murphy can only do one voice, and that's Eddie Murphy.
It sounds like the dragons also the king or the prince from Coming to America.
Huh.
And God dang, I love that movie.
Yeah. And then all the ancestors come out.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And then one of them... So this is the line that almost made this a PG-13 movie.
This is the cross-dresser line?
It says, your great-granddaughter wanted to be a cross-dresser.
Wow.
This is where I start to try to decide whether or not I need to be offended because there's been like 4 lines in the scene that I'm like, should I be offended? I don't know if I should be offended or not.
Yeah.
Are we being PC or un-PC right now?
Well, I will say, technically, I think they used the terminology correctly.
Right, they did.
And it's also kind of confusing. Like, I don't think I realized the first few times that I watched this that they were talking about Mulan.
Yeah, I also used to think that they were talking about like some other
ancestor who's not here right now.
Yeah,
I always knew they were talking about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense now that I figured it out, but they don't make it very clear, I don't think.
Right. Yeah. I think they use the term cross-dresser correctly in this context, but the fact that they're saying it as a negative connotation is the sucky part.
And then Mushu says in a little while, he says, and then she took her drag show on the road or something, and I was like, I guess.
Yeah, when they're talking to Cricky when they leave.
Right.
Yeah. And then they tell Mushu to summon the Great Stone Dragon.
That was a good voice for that guy.
Yeah.
You mean Zeus? Hercules?
Yes.
That's what that guy looks like.
He did vaguely look like him,
yeah. I could hear it. I want to know why just like knocking the ear off this giant statue makes the whole thing collapse.
Yeah, I don't really understand how that all happens.
So this is my fact. Do you guys know why the dragon won't wake up?
I don't. Please tell me.
I'm going to send this to you, Nikki, because I don't want to read this in my shitty congested voice.
Okay.
And so I'm going to have you read it. It's a Tumblr post that I saw a long time ago, and it, like, gave me goosebumps when I read it.
Okay.
And so I've kept it, like, waiting for this moment. Boom.
All right. Boom. During the scene when Mulan decides to go to war instead of her father, she decides to do it while sitting on the foot of the Great Stone Dragon. The image of the dragon looking over Mulan is repeated several times throughout the sequence, and the bolts of lightning strike at significant times whenever the dragon is in sight. Well, I have goosebumps right now.
Oh yeah, they do show the dragon.
They do. I never really thought about that. Okay, yeah. When Mulan takes her father's scroll, and when she is praying to her ancestors, the Great Stone Dragon can be seen. It is also engraved on the sword Mulan uses to cut her hair, and the handles of the wardrobe containing the armor are in the shape of the dragon's head. The dragon's eyes glowing in the temple symbolizes Mulan's role as protector of her family awakening instead of the actual dragon. The reason Mushu couldn't wake the dragon is because the dragon was no longer there. Mulan is implied to be the great dragon that protects her family.
Mulan is the Great Stone Dragon?
That is so cool.
Right?
Is that real?
That's awesome.
What was like this from?
I think it was just like a film student who made a post about it.
Way to go, film student.
Right?
That's awesome.
That is.
I wish that was more readily explained
now
in the
that
movie.
now that we know it,
Isn't that kick-ass?
That's
and
awesome.
you know what's funny is during that scene, during the montage, and like you see that she you can see the thing lit, and I thought that we were focusing on the fact that she lights it and it's Mushu, like because you can see like the incense.
Yeah.
Well, that was really cool. Cool.
Huh. Thanks, Jessica.
No problem. Thanks for reading that for me, Nikki.
I would high five you.
I am also high-fiving you in the camera.
Yes. Did we miss or did we get it on the first try?
I'm going to say that this one time we got it.
I think you earned it. Real quick before that.
Okay.
And then we get a short scene with the Huns.
Oh, do we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the next time we see the Huns.
Yeah. I think this is when they catch the two scouts and send them back with the message to the Emperor.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. What I think, another horse fact.
Oh,
Not really a fact.
Far back horses.
Not really a fact, just an observation.
There's horses on farms.
Wow. That is your farm fact right there.
Yeah. I liked how they made the Huns horses look different than the Chinese horses.
Yeah.
And then Mulan starts psyching herself up like a dude.
Yes, I like her little rehearsal with
Yes.
herself to figure out how to sound like a guy.
Oh, my sword, it's big.
Oh, I see you have a sword too.
That would be me, trying to be a dude.
I also like Khan sitting on the rock just watching her.
Yeah. Khan's pretty awesome.
Khan's a good boy.
He is.
And then Mushu shows up, and I don't remember Mushu's improv / trying to be Robin Williams as the genie scene being this long until I watched it this time. I was like, I don't remember him going this long. Like,
It's funny though.
it is really funny.
I will say this is one of the better parts of his dialogue and his.
I do like
goofing
his.
off.
I like when he like rubs his body.
The
Goes,
pleasurable.
pleasurable. It's really funny.
It's how I'm going to start introducing myself to guys.
Yeah, and I like how he has Cricky like blowing the smoke.
Yeah.
And then I like the running horse cow joke that he has with Khan.
Yeah.
He's like, your cow died right.
I give
Dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on your cow got a laugh from my mom today.
Yeah, then he calls in a heifer later too.
Yeah. I'm really confused though because the ancestors sent Mushu off to go bring Mulan back. And that was what Mushu said.
Or did they send Mushu with the Great Stone Dragon to redeem himself? Eh?
What?
Because Mulan's the Great Stone Dragon.
Right,
So
okay.
they sent Mushu to go redeem himself with the Great Stone Dragon.
Okay. Yeah, but we don't know that as an audience because nobody would have ever figured that out had that student not typed that up and just not said that to me just now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pretend I don't know that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because I don't. In these notes, because now I'm going to need to watch the movie with whole other eyes and take notes, and we're going to have to do a whole other episode, guys.
Oh,
There'll be
no.
Patreon. That'll be the Patreon for the month that the live action one comes out.
There you go.
The Great Stone Dragon episode.
That's just all it is. It's really like, what the fuck? Well, then we go to the army, right?
Yeah, and we find out that spitting
I'm going
is hard.
to army, mother.
Let's go. We go to army, and we meet the peacock.
The peacock.
Yeah, Shang.
Yeah.
Oh.
Masked Singer reference.
Masked Singer reference. The peacock.
Yes, but only the singing voice.
What? Donny Osmond is only the singing voice.
Yeah.
This is completely new information that you're just now telling me.
Wow.
Thomas, who is the speaking voice? He actually didn't tell me the speaking voice.
I didn't. She wanted me to keep it a secret.
I wanted to wait to find out.
I told her it was from one of her favorite movies.
Oh, okay. Let me guess what favorite. Give me a hint about which favorite movie it is.
It's not Back to the Future.
So Titanic?
No. Steven Spielberg.
What Steven Spielberg movie do I like?
Early 90s, late 80s, I think. It's
not Back to the Future?
No.
Is it Back to the Future 2?
No, I'm trying to think of what clue I can give you that won't completely give it away.
You can just give me a clue that'll completely give it away.
Okay. Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Is it Jeff Goldblum?
No.
Oh.
He's the scientist guy. Who's also in Jurassic World. I'll show you a picture.
The Asian guy?
Yep.
Oh, B.D. Wong?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually could have said his name, and I actually know who B.D. Wong is.
Oh, I didn't know his name.
Oh, okay.
He's also on Law and Order. One of them. There's so many.
So he's Shang, and for those of you that don't know, Ming-Na Wen is Mulan, and she's awesome. So
yes.
She's the only actress who's played a Disney princess who has also been in a superhero franchise and a Star Wars franchise.
Well, she's just cool all around.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She's been a superhero?
Yeah, she's on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I know who she is then.
Yeah, and she was in an episode of The Mandalorian.
Nice.
So today when we were watching it, I had when Shang is talking to Shifu, when Shifu and the general,
yeah,
yes,
and him are all talking, and he's like, he will be a great captain because he has this, and he has a great military lineage or something like that.
Yeah,
he walked out of the tent and he goes, okay, father, and I was like, oh, that's his dad, and Thomas was like, yeah, and I was like, well, I guess I know it's his dad because later in the movie when he dies, I know it's his dad and it's sad.
Yeah.
So I don't know
sad.
why
You're right.
didn't put that all together until just now.
Yeah.
That's like when I found out my friend Jackie has brothers, not sisters. Did I ever tell you this?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Jackie Leonard, who I used to work with at Family Video. But she and I were good when we were good friends and would hang out all the time. And working together all the time. We'd text on the regular. One day she said something to me. We'd been friends for a few years at this point. One day she said something to me about, I should hook you up with my brother. And I was like, you have a brother? She goes, I have 2 brothers. I'm like, you have 2 brothers? And she goes, yeah. And I go, huh. Well, I knew you didn't have any sisters. And I also knew you weren't an only child. But I guess I hadn't gone the full circle and realized that meant you had to have
there is
brothers.
an option C here.
So often, whenever she mentions her brothers to me, I'm like, you have brothers? And this has been this joke we've had for the last 10 years together.
Oh boy.
Anyway, that's funny.
By the way, when we're going through the camp, did you guys catch the guy cutting his toenails with the chopsticks?
With the chopsticks, yeah.
Ew.
That's super gross.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. He's cleaning gunk out from between his toes.
Oh, gross. No, I've not noticed it before. That sounds gross.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we are. But then we go some hijinks, and then we all get lined up, and then Shane comes out. And
yeah.
They send Mulan, who started the fight? And they're all he did. It's Mulan. And then we get the whole thing where Mulan has to figure out what her name is. Yes, I have a name, and it's a boy's name, too.
How did nobody see Mushu in the back of her suit, by the way, during this scene?
Magic!
Come on. When she goes to spit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's disgusting. It's almost as gross as Titanic when Leonardo DiCaprio goes to spit over the side of the boat and he coughs the movie and
yeah.
And he he swallows
audibly swallows it, yes.
I can't even watch that part of the movie.
She's having a meltdown right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So glad I could see that. Thank you.
I keep forgetting that you can see this.
Because I'm looking at the camera and acknowledging her.
I'm trying to be in a conversation with you.
I'm conversating with both of my people.
My people.
My people.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
All right.
So then, the next morning...
I want to know why her tent is off by itself away from everybody else.
I thought that too, and I thought either, like, oh, she's not popular, nobody likes her, so she probably isn't invited to be with everybody. Or B, she put herself far away from everybody because she's a girl and she doesn't want to risk anybody like walking over to her tent while she's changing or anything and like catch her changing into her clothes. Which is what I came up with today.
Yeah.
I also had that
I guess I just thought it was weird because like in basic training and like actual military, you want to do as much as you can to not stick out.
Right.
Like you want to blend in as much as possible and not be the one that gets singled out. And I feel like separating yourself off like that would make you like super duper singling out, which is weird, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird.
I figured it was either like them pushing her away because she was the weirdo. Or did you guys notice that there's like 2 horses in the camp and one of them is Khan?
Yeah, I also
there's only 2 horses in China. One of them is Shang's and one of them is Mulan's.
Yeah, I said, how come Ping gets their horse?
Yeah.
Horse. Like, why? Because she showed up with her horse?
Yeah, I almost wonder if it was like, if you bring your own, if you BYOH, bring your own horse.
I don't know, maybe the rest of them weren't rich enough to have a horse or something?
Yeah. Or they didn't have a job that would like, I don't know. But how else do people get around in that time? They would have all had to have horses.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. But maybe like because she was one of the few who had a horse, she was like in charge of taking care of the horses.
Maybe.
I don't know. Khan gets put in charge of pulling the wagon of rockets.
Right.
When they get the thing, so.
So when Mushu wakes up Mulan, he says, "Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty."
Yeah.
Did you know that is actually a reference to another Disney movie called Sleeping Beauty?
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know that.
Thanks.
That's...
Because I bet somewhere on the internet that is a fact that somebody wrote.
In a BuzzFeed article.
I know. I told Thomas
that does sound like a BuzzFeed top 10 kind of facts about Mulan kind of thing.
Facts you didn't catch about Mulan.
Right. Now let's all get together and sing the best song to get you pumped up for battle.
Yeah, dude.
And a montage.
But first, before we do that,
my God, I just want to get pumped up for battle. You really?
But don't you want to? Don't you?
Me down when
don't you want to admire Shang's muscles for a second?
That is true. I do like the moment with the pretty boy and all that. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
That's all. I just wanted to point out how Jack Shang is.
Oh, trust me, all of us teenage girls noticed how Jack Shang was.
We did. So let's all join in together and sing the song that pumps you up the most, that you just have to simply say to somebody, "Let's get down to business," and you know that the person sitting beside you will... What did you say?
It's business time.
No, that is not what the person next to you will say. No.
Let's get down. Yeah. Say it to me. I got it. I'm gonna pick up the ball.
Okay, I'm gonna paint you a picture. Jessica and I we're at a coffee shop. So that sounds like us. Okay?
What
are we doing, Jess? What are we doing? We're
probably drinking coffee.
Yeah. And I look at Jessica and, I get out my notebook.
Yeah, you've got your FPR Instagram up and you're about to write a post and you're like...
Like you do.
Yeah.
And, and we're both, like, we've been on point. We've been very serious. We've been on topic. We've been really great in staying on. And, like, we've been focused. And I look at Jessica and I say, "Let's get down to business." And Jessica will look right at me dead in the face and say... What are you saying? What you fucking say? What the fuck are you doing right now? Are you blowing your fucking nose over there?
I think you killed her.
I'm looking at you in the fucking camera and everything.
No.
I think you killed her.
I mean, honestly, so I was gonna fuck with you again. I wasn't expecting you to set up this whole scene. I thought you were just gonna say, let's get down to business, and I was gonna be like, because the reports are late and we need to get them in before 5.
You're the worst. Supposed to be podcast.
But no, yeah, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Yeah. You gotta do, you either have to clap or you have to do like the punch and go, ha, ha, like in between the Huns and, Huns. That's right.
I've made my status on Facebook on more than one occasion to say, let's get down to business. And I will have people commenting the lines of the song every time.
Every time.
Never fails. Never fails, because everybody knows.
Yeah.
That's all. I can't tell if Shang is attracted to Mulan in this scene, or Ping in this scene.
I think that he's just, I don't know. I think he's admiring how far he's come.
I think Mulan is kind of taking on somewhat of a leadership role in the group.
Yeah.
So I think they probably interact more because she's more like the squad leader or whatever the fuck units they use.
Yeah.
I see.
But this is just like a good, like objectively good, well done training montage.
Yeah. It is.
I think.
I will say this. The thing that I don't like about this scene, and it's a very small thing, is just that everybody sucks.
Yeah.
When it begins, and yet Shang and everybody else treat her like she's the weak link.
Yeah. Yeah. That does kind of suck a lot. Very much.
That's true. Yeah.
But other
she
than
does.
That.
Yeah, he does kind of pick on her during the early parts of it too.
Almost like he's a girl.
What?
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good training montage, and I enjoy it. And it's a good song, too.
Yes.
And then we get to taking a bath in the lake.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about this scene, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another part where Mushu is kind of not great with the whole gender role thing.
Yeah.
And,
yikes.
Yeah. If he's not paying attention, it's fine.
It's okay.
Is this where we see the Huns again for a second?
Oh, maybe?
I didn't write anything down about that.
This is the one where the guy, and he's like,
oh, yes,
the
with
little
the
girls.
doll. Yeah.
They find the doll. Yeah.
So all of the interactions with the Huns when I was little, when this came out, like just went phew over my head. Like, I was like, blah, 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 bad guy stuff, get back to Mulan. Like, I did not catch that they were figuring out where they were and intercepting them, and like I didn't catch like the B plot in the movie very well when I was younger, and watching it as an adult, and it just feels a lot yuckier.
It's very yucky.
Yeah, and I don't like when he's like, the little girl will be wanting her doll. Like, that feels like extra yucky. Like, he went and killed a little girl.
Yeah, let's talk about how terrible that is, that they make the conscious decision to wipe out this town of innocents. But also, how poor of a decision is it that the general's army has shacked up in this town of civilians?
Right. Also,
therefore putting them in the line of fire.
That's what they did back then.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Did they? Why?
For resources.
You need a place to stay.
Yeah.
They gotta feed all their people and take care of their horses and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then is this the panda bear scene?
Yeah,
So after she finishes taking a bath, and they do the king of the hill thing.
Yes. And then
the king of the rock. Yeah.
And then Cricky is the typewriter that writes the letter, and that's
I do like when Cricky is the typewriter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very clever, for sure. It's funny.
Stop breaking our pen.
I know, I just broke it. I enjoy Cricky as the typewriter, and I do like the letter that he writes to the Emperor at first, too.
The first one.
But then the panda bear scene happens, and let me just say how much this is probably like my favorite scene in the whole movie, almost. Like, makes me laugh something about him just like chewing on the frickin' bamboo and then just like whatever, like goes up a tree at the end.
Yeah,
like,
and
the guy
then
like
Mushu was just
over.
like, "What's wrong? You never seen a black and white before?"
Right? Like, I don't know why it's such a funny scene, but I'm like, it's just so quick and just very funny.
Yeah,
I like it, right?
yeah,
And then we do Girl We're Fighting.
yeah. Is this the sexism song? Because I feel like it's kind of a sexism song.
It's an awkward song for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like it. It's not as good as Let's Get Down to Business, but
yeah, I would say it's not as good as the Matchmaker song either.
No.
it's definitely the weakest song in the movie.
It is for sure. Yeah, there's a line in this where they say, "You can guess what we have missed the most since we've been off to war." And I always follow that up with sex.
Yep.
Because that's what this is
so
about.
they can't say that because it's PG.
They can't.
Yeah.
I like when he says beef, pork, chicken. I don't know why I think it's so funny. I'm like, it's just delicious stuff.
I will say I really like the art style of all the guys meeting their girls, where it looks like the, classic scroll calligraphy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this song doesn't bop quite as much as the others.
No,
but it does make you kind of like the three guys a little bit more, and it kind of builds the relationship.
That's true.
Makes you care about, because like otherwise you don't give a shit about the guys that Mulan's fighting with. Really, you're just kind of like, I don't really care what happens to those guys. I'm here for Mulan.
Yeah.
Now at least we have some stake in the other people, and we care about what happens to them. So.
Yeah,
the song is good for that, and
I do also like how kind of another juxtaposition, this kind of upbeat song, and then we get to like the desolation of the village.
Yeah, that
Right
very abrupt, like jarring change. Yeah,
like, oh, it's really fun. Just kidding, shit's sad.
Yeah.
On Nikki's note, can I just say I do kind of wish that they had spent a little more time developing her friendship with like Shang and these three guys rather than her relationship with Mushu. And
seriously though, like, for real.
Yeah, I don't know. It just their relationship, like the soldiers, seems a little empty, and I wish there was more to it there.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree with
like
that.
I can't even I remember Ling's name. I don't remember any of the other names. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only reason you know Ling's name is because she says his name is Ling.
Yeah.
And so his dad being dead.
Yes.
Is very sad.
Shang's dad.
Shang's dad, yes.
Yeah.
So Shang's dad being dead. The weight of the scene feels really heavy, but I really like that you get to see how Shang is like, but I'm a good soldier and we have to move on, and this is what my dad would want me to do. Blah. Like, I like that you get to, because, up until now, everybody's just so, well, not everybody, Chifu is very like, you're not a good soldier, your daddy's who made you this, and you've happened into this position, you're not good enough, and like,
right.
Yeah.
You get to see,
except he clearly is a very good soldier.
Yeah, he built these guys up to be what they are, and now he's like, no, I'm gonna lead you guys, and we're gonna do great.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole scene from finding the town to like where Mulan is revealed, just everything in between those moments is just really, really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the physics of an avalanche don't work like that.
Right. Yeah. So I don't understand why we have to have the firework thing happen, because I feel like we could have had like the weight of the scene happen. Shang could have gotten up on his horse and be like, we have to move on. And then, like, the Huns could have literally just shot an arrow there. And, like, they could have just been waiting for them to show up. I feel like them starting to move and, like, the firework going off is just really random. And it just makes the sidekicks look more like pieces of shit sidekicks for literally no reason at all. And I'm like, why did they light a firework?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, they could have been ambushed just from showing up there. They could have been waiting for them to get there.
Maybe they were trying to establish that the rockets were in that trailer. Maybe,
I guess.
Just to kind of extra establish that. Maybe.
I guess that's a good point. But still, I was today watching it. I was like, why did we like start moving just to stop moving and start fighting again? Like we could have just kept moving. And
I do like this whole scene though.
it's a good fight.
It's a good fight. I like when all of the Hun horses are racing down, and I like when they're shooting the rockets at the guys on the mountain.
Yeah.
And then they're all like, all right, well, let's get ready to die. And then Mulan is like, wait, I have an idea, and I'm going to go do it. And then she shoots and makes an avalanche happen, which is pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I guess the avalanche isn't realistic enough for you, though, Jess.
No, it has never bothered me once.
Until this time.
No, it didn't bother me this time either. Just wanted to point it out.
Okay. The only physics thing that I have a problem with is them being able to catch a horse midair and then pull it up.
Yeah, that's the one. There it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if the horse had fallen, I would have set everything on fire, so...
Especially that horse. He's a good horse.
He's a good horse.
I think that the first time I saw this movie and when she was injured, my brain didn't go far enough ahead to realize that she was about to be revealed as a woman. Like, I remember not thinking that was what was going to happen next when I just remember thinking, like, is she going to die? Is what I remember thinking when I was younger and I saw this. And when he comes in and she sees that she's a girl and he, like, is mad out. I remember being like, what's he mad about? Because I didn't understand, like, what revealed. I didn't understand that it was because she was bandaged above her breast that was what was doing it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I didn't either because I was like, well, wouldn't she be bandaged there because that's where her cut was? Like,
yeah, but it was below the ribs. So if you think about a guy, it would have been just like underneath the rib cage, and like his nips would have been showing,
right?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing, speaking of the reveal with the original story, she actually went and fought in the army for 12 years.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
In the original story, and she was never revealed as a woman.
That's crazy. This is a story, right? None of that is real.
No, she's not a real person.
Yeah.
It's a myth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
But yeah, according to the myth, she fought for 12 years with the army and was able to conceal her gender identity for the whole time.
That's crazy.
And then after she retired, she went back a little while later to her army unit, like as a woman, and like told them who she was, and they were all like, cool. You still did a lot of really cool shit when you're in the army, so I guess it doesn't matter if you're a woman or not. So,
Nikki, do you have the same question I did? About her hiding her gender for that long. My brain was immediately like, periods would be very difficult.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Especially back then when there probably wasn't as easy to hide your period when you had to wear like a diaper.
it was a myth written by most likely a man. So
periods didn't exist for him. Yeah.
They're shameful. We can't even mention them.
Yeah, so it probably wasn't that big of an issue.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So they leave Mulan.
Yeah, just leave her there.
Which I guess is fair.
Yeah, I mean, he saves her, and then they leave her alone, and like with some freaking
wontons.
Yeah,
dumplings.
I feel like that's like kind of the same as killing her, as leaving her on that.
It is pretty much the same, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I feel like she probably would have died of hypothermia pretty easily.
Yeah,
sure. But I'm surprised they don't take her horse.
I am too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like they would have taken her horse, for sure.
They probably would have.
In real life, they definitely would have took that horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, being buried in the snow doesn't kill those guys, apparently.
No.
That was no big deal at all. They all just popped right back out like daisies, as Mushu says.
Yeah.
Because they were probably in there for, like, at least a day.
Right?
With, like, recovery time and moving further up the mountain for safety, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had probably camped overnight and then taken off. So, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Yeah. We do get a really cool shot of the guy's hawk, though.
Yeah.
Whose name is apparently Hayabusa.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never would have known that.
Yeah. It's never said during the movie.
Just like Bruni in Frozen 2.
Then we see all the Huns come out, and Mulan decides that she's going to go to the Hong Kong capital? Shanghai? One of those.
I don't remember.
I can't remember which one it is that they said.
I will say that watching the movie with subtitles today, I learned a new thing in this part.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
And that's when Mushu says, let's go kick some honey buns.
Oh, you never caught that before?
I did not catch that before. I used to think he was saying, like, honey, H-O-N-E-Y, buns. And I was like, why? Like, I didn't get it. And I was seeing it with subtitles today and saw it was H-U-N-N-Y. I was like, oh, I see what they were doing there. It still doesn't really make a ton of sense, I guess, but okay.
Yeah.
I think it makes perfect sense. You're crazy.
It makes every sense.
So we go to the
Then we go to the Capitol.
ceremony. Huh?
The parade in the Capitol.
Yep.
Where Shang presents the sword to the Emperor.
Yes.
Yeah. Which the Emperor, by the way, is played by Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he looked like Mr. Miyagi.
Morita, Power Morita.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Karate Kid movies, but I know who Mr. Miyagi is. And I know that guy looks like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
I used to have such a crush on Ralph Macchio.
You really watch How I Met Your Mother.
Oh no, I don't think he's that attractive nowadays.
He is not.
He's
He's on How I Met Your Mother.
Yep, I'm sure he is.
And so is the other one. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
So we get to the Capitol.
Which is Singapore or Shanghai.
Definitely not Singapore.
Or Hong Kong or Tokyo.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Definitely Hong Kong or it's Shanghai. It's Shanghai or Hong Kong. I can't remember which one it is.
Where's Singapore?
Singapore is in Thailand.
Ew. I was way off. I'm not good at Asian countries at all. Yikes.
Yikes.
So we get to the Capitol, and she goes up to Shang, and she's all like, "You trusted Ping. Why is Mulan any different?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah,
exactly."
I mean, except for you lied to him.
I mean, yes, but that's literally all she lied about.
yeah."
Okay, yeah.
Her name and her gender, that's it.
She did it for, I feel like, honorable reasons.
Yeah.
I would like to, when we're done talking about the movie as, like, the plot by plot part, I would like to circle back to the love story of them and the feelings and stuff, because I don't want to get into it yet, but just remind me, I would like to circle back to that.
Okay.
Go on, though.
Literally the only thing I have is that I really like all the visuals with the kites, like, kind of whipping by.
Yeah.
And the fireworks. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
It's an interestingly drawn scene, because it doesn't look...
They did use some computer CG stuff to, like, make the crowd look bigger.
Yeah.
And some other stuff like that.
But, like, the lights and stuff look weirdly... Like, it looks lit.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of merging the hand-drawn and CG effects in this movie.
Yeah,
yes, they
really
did.
Pretty.
It's very seamless.
Yes. It's almost like this is a great movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And super underrated.
Yeah.
So, what were you going to say, Dave? Go ahead.
She talks to Shang. He doesn't want to talk to her, and then she warns the other guys. Then Xian Yu shows up and takes the Emperor into the palace and locks the door. And they're all like holding this gigantic lion stone statue trying to bash the door open, which seems a little ridiculous, but and then she comes up and she's like, "I have a good idea on how to get there," and all the guys are like, "Yeah, okay," and they follow her. So I'm like, I like that because like they all know that she's a woman and they're not supposed to. It's like they're not supposed to support her because she's a woman. Stuff.
Yeah.
But
we know. No.
They should be listening to her. Yes, exactly.
But I like that they're like, no, she proved herself. She knows what she's talking about. Let's go.
Right.
So yeah.
I do too.
I think it wasn't. It's nice and all that they like do the whole girl worth fighting for. Is that what the song that they reprised? Or they reprised.
They didn't make a man out of you.
Yes, that was when they reprised. Yes, they did a reprise of Make a Man Out of You. We'll have to get down to business.
Yeah.
And they all
No
dressed
singing,
up as...
just instrumentally, right?
Yeah, it's just the instrumental.
Yeah.
When they're going up the thing.
Right.
Did they need to be dressed up as women?
Exactly. Yes.
Is that where you're going with that?
Yes.
I mean, I assume that it was supposed to be this whole symbol
Solidarity.
of the whole she had to be a man to...
I guess I know it's supposed to be like come full circle, kind of. She had to be a man. Now they have to be women, but it kind of like came off as somewhat unnecessary, and also the plan they came up with was walk up to the guards and bash them in the head.
Right.
I feel like that would have worked whether or not they were women.
Mm-hmm.
They would have just had to run up instead. Yeah.
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 I did like the part where Hayabusa gets fried.
Yeah.
And
That's
turns
the
into a
Falcon.
chicken.
That part is really funny. My face just now, did you see my face go like, what the fuck?
Did it take you a second to figure out who Hayabusa
yeah, I was? Like,
was?
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pre-Hey Hey from Moana.
Yeah. A little bit.
Like he like kind of turns into a chicken all of a sudden. He's like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he does.
Aren't all birds without feathers just chickens?
I mean, is his voice Alan Tudyk?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Darn.
This is pre-Alan Tudyk.
Oh. So sad. He was just on Firefly.
How pre-Tudyk era is this?
Anything before Firefly is pre-Tudyk, as far as I'm concerned.
I think that from here on out, we should date things pre or post Tudyk.
Tudyk was the robot in iRobot too, so I don't know if that was before or after Firefly.
That was before, I think.
Yeah. So anything before iRobot is pre-Tudyk.
You're such a nerd. All right, so then the bad guy, the Hun guy.
Yes.
What's his name?
Shan Yu.
Shan Yu.
Shan Yu is trying to get the Emperor to bow.
Yeah.
He's like, you kneel now or you kneel in pieces. I don't know if you've ever like kind of just looked at this scene before and just watched it, but he's about to slice the Emperor's face off and Shang like walks in, but the Emperor literally just like turns and walks away. Just like, just very just like, no. Like watching this scene is just like he doesn't react to the fact that Shane came in the room at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah. So, and I've noticed that before watching it this time. I'm like, this is Snoop. That's all.
Not today, Satan.
Right? And then we get to the big fight.
Yeah, I like this fight a lot.
This fight is awesome.
Yeah.
Specifically when they get on the roof. It gets extra awesome.
Yeah, I like the part. So I like the part when, does Shang take the Emperor down, or does one of the guys take the Emperor down?
One of the guys takes the Emperor down because Shang's stuck upstairs at first.
Yeah, Chenpo does. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like the part when Mulan gets the sword and she's trying to stand up to Xian Yu, and she's trying to figure out how she can get down the rope.
Damn it, Bella. Scared the shit out of me.
No, not Bella.
It's always the end.
Yeah, because she's trying to figure out how to get down the rope, but also Shang is up there. She doesn't want to leave him. So I like when she cuts the rope.
Yeah.
Basically, sort of kind of maybe sacrifices herself.
Yes.
Right.
To keep Shan Yu from following the Emperor.
Right. Well, and Shan Yu even like looks out at the crowd and realizes he can't find the Emperor in the crowd.
Yeah.
And he's like defeated, like pissed off too. Don't you poop down here, you little asshole. I know why you're sniffing around.
Yeah. Yeah, but then then they start fighting Shan Yu.
Yeah.
And they get up on the roof, and it's really awesome.
I really, really, really like it when he's like, oh, she takes the fan out and he's like, you're out of ideas. And he stabs the fan and she like twists it and she fucking just like, God, in his face. And like, not yet, bitch. And I'm like, yeah, Mulan. Like, that's like my favorite part.
Yes. Yeah, that and the moment where she's like, no, I'm the one who took your victory from you.
Yeah.
And like puts her hair up. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out this whole movie what makes Mulan look like a boy so ugly. Also, by the way.
You think he's ugly?
Yes.
You think Ping's ugly?
I think Ping is ugly.
Really?
Because I think Mulan is hot. When Mulan is like with her long hair.
I wouldn't describe Ping as ugly.
Not ugly, but she does not look like Mulan.
I would say Ping looks average. Ping looks fairly nondescript as a
and I feel like her face looks different as Ping. Like, I'm like, what do they do to make her look so different? It's the ears. They make her ears stick out. Like, they give her like little Dumbo ears, and that's what they do.
Oh yeah.
Because they hide it under her big hair when her hair's down, so she looks girlier. And then when they put her hair up in a ponytail, they like kind of doofy her up a little bit by giving her big ears. So that it kind of plays off as a boy. I'm guessing that that's what they chose. The animators chose to do because they were like, we can't change her face to make her look like a man. What can we do to make her look more mannish without making her more mannish? Let's give her doofy ears, you know?
Yeah, they are very large and round, yes.
Yeah. Well, so when she puts her hair up and goes like, I'm who did it, that's when I was like, oh, that's what they did. That was me realizing it today.
Yeah. There are a couple scenes with Mushu here at the end that are pretty good.
Yeah.
There's the part where he's riding the hawk. He just looks like he's like riding a chocobo.
Yes, he does.
I think he doesn't understand that reference, but they're like really big chickens in Final Fantasy. They're kind of like a cross between a chicken and a llama.
They're the mode of transportation. You ride the giant chicken around.
Yeah, kind of like horses.
And Final Fantasy is the game where you're in the big spaceship and you're in space and they're a fox.
What? What?
On like N64.
That's Star Fox.
Oh, yeah, that's not the game I thought you were talking about. There were two big...
Do a barrel roll.
There were two big N64 games that everybody played that I was not playing, and those were the two.
Final Fantasy was on PlayStation.
Oh, then that is not what I thought it was. I don't even know what Final Fantasy is.
You would never have come across it, but I know.
Is that the one that has, like, Mickey Mouse, and he has a little heart, and then, like...
So that's Kingdom Hearts, which is...
Oh, my God!
Kingdom Hearts is a crossover of Final Fantasy and Disney.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't...
You weren't totally off there.
Okay. And Zelda...
Oh, God. Zelda is the boy.
Elf guy.
Yes.
I tried to play Zelda on, I have that Super NES system that Thomas got me for Christmas a year ago that I really wanted. That, to be fair, I just don't have time to play. And when I have time to play, I get really excited and I play it.
I think I've played it more because I wanted to play the Super Mario RPG.
Yeah. But Zelda's on it, and I didn't ever play Zelda before, and so I tried that game. That game is hard.
Yeah.
/ also, old games are way harder than new games.
Old games are super hard.
Way harder than new games.
Like, yep.
Jeez, so way harder.
There's one more Mushu thing at the end. There's a part where he gets to the tower with all the fireworks on it, and he has his little wings on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And he's like spreads his wings out, and it's like he's lit like darkly, and he's like, "Who are you?" And it's like, "I'm your worst nightmare."
It was very Batman.
Obviously, a Batman reference. Obviously,
I've never realized it was Batman until this very second.
Yeah. So
I literally don't have anything until like the very end. So
So then Mulan stabs Shan Yu's jacket and keeps him in place, so Mushu can shoot him with a firework rocket.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's how he defeat Shan Yu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's super badass.
And then
I like the part afterwards when Mulan is like, "Get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof, get off the roof."
Right. Yeah.
Which she could have just dropped down into that hole, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's more dramatic this way.
Zip line down, it's fine.
Yeah. It was cooler that way.
It was way cooler.
Yeah.
And then the Emperor comes and Nikki fucking
starts bawling.
Fucking lost her shit. Just started bawling.
Did you lose it at the same moment I did, which is where he said, "You saved us all"?
Yes! Yeah. I fucking lost it.
Mom and I both started crying, and Mom was like, "Oh God, there's something in my eye." It's all these allergies.
Yeah, well, he's like, "You saved us all," and everyone starts bowing to her. Yeah. I asked Thomas, I'm like, "Whoa!" I audibly, because Thomas had scared Thomas, and he turned and looked at me. Because he hadn't been on Cry Meter at all for this movie.
No, I didn't think this was a movie you cried in.
You missed my cry earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one got me real good.
Yeah. And then we hear her say Khan's name.
Right?
Yeah.
The one time.
Yeah.
And I think it's weird that... I guess it makes sense that she gets to keep the sword because she defeated him. But on the other foot, I'm like, I feel like Shang should have been able to keep the sword still. Maybe? No?
Oh, the Emperor gave it to her, I think. So.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
So she could give it to so she could give it to her dad.
At this point in the movie, when he gives it to her, I feel awkward about her getting it, but then at the end of the movie, when she gives it to her dad, I'm like, okay, shut your face. So.
Then we go home.
Then we go home.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then Shang tells her that she fights real good.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, dear Great Stone Dragon, please bless Shang with game immediately. He has no idea.
Yeah. Then the Emperor explains what's happening to him. And like basically tells him to go get the girl.
Yeah.
Then we go home.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know how long we've been gone. Because according to montages, it seems like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
But the flowers on the trees, either the flowers are on those trees a really long time, or it's been a year and the flowers have just come back again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a year makes more sense.
I feel like it's probably been at least a year.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Probably not 12,
Right.
No.
like in the legend, but
Right.
it's been at least a year.
Yeah.
And then she gives the stuff to her dad.
Yeah. And her daddy doesn't need the honor stuff because her daddy
Has her back, yeah.
the fucking fuck. Fucking just throws it on the fucking floor like, I don't need that honor, you fucking fuck.
Daddy's just happy to have his daughter back.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck.
Nikki.
Language.
This episode is explicit.
It is. It really is. I have sworn multiple times.
And then my very favorite line in the whole entire movie is said, and that is the grandma, when she says,
Hi, Bella.
That's how I use the camera. Hi, Jess, I know you're there. So then the grandma says when he's like, when Mulan's like, would you like to stay for dinner? And the grandma says, would you like to stay forever? I thought that was the funniest line in the world when I was 11.
Yep.
And I still think that's one of the funniest lines in this whole movie.
It is pretty great.
That's my last note.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that I really like Grandma's last line.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a good way to end the movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
All right.
Well, the better way to end the movie is with a pop song
Hell yeah.
and a dance
True to your
sequence.
heart, you don't be true to your heart. That's the harmonica.
Wow,
in the
you're
song.
nailing it.
It's Stevie Wonder.
It is Stevie Wonder. I almost
It's
wish it was
1980.
just Stevie Wonder.
It's Nick Lachey before he was on Love Is Blind.
There's no such thing as Nick Lachey before he was on Love Is Blind.
I definitely know what you're talking
We're
about.
talking about that trash Netflix show Jess and I were obsessed with for a week. For no reason.
And Nick Lachey, is he the one that was dating Jessica Simpson?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
married to Jessica Simpson.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let us do the rest of the things now.
Yes.
Well, wait.
No?
Nikki,
Yes?
Nikki,
Yes.
you were waiting till the end to discuss the romance.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
the
we wanted to
romance.
discuss the romance.
So when
The
I was
romance.
younger,
Yes.
I feel like I remember people making a big deal about this movie being like, oh, Shang was attracted to Mulan before Mulan was discovered to be a woman. Shang might be gay. And blah,
Really?
blah. Do you remember that being a thing?
No.
No? Do you?
No, and also
No?
I don't feel like he was attracted to Pig.
Right. So watching it this time, I was watching for that to look for like the signs of him being attracted to her, which is why I said what I said during Robo fighting or
Right.
Make a Man Out of You. And I don't think that he is at all attracted to her.
No, I think he shows.
Think so either.
I think he shows respect and admiration for Pig.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never been under the impression that he was attracted to him.
Yep. That's all. I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
The end.
I really liked the way they handled the romance. I liked that it didn't end with a marriage. That it
Right.
ended with a first date.
Yeah.
What I would like to know is why is Mulan considered a Disney princess?
Reasons.
Just like Pocahontas. Why? I mean, she's a daughter of a chief. I guess it's closer. But why Mulan is she a Disney princess? And
Because
She's a
badass.
female protagonist in a Disney movie.
she deserves the title by all means.
If warrior princess were a title, that would
That's
be weird.
only-
not understanding.
Only
it.
Xena gets that title.
Damn it.
Well, because Disney princesses didn't become like the franchise of Disney princesses, like when they started to put all of them together on stuff, like that didn't really start happening until we were a little older, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like when we were little we could buy Ariel and Belle and Cinderella on a poster together. Like we couldn't buy all of them.
No,
Right?
not easily, no.
Yeah, so I just remember that when Mulan was starting to be in the mix of those things, I remember going like, why? I was really confused. Like, she's not a princess. I don't get it. That's all. Just thought I'd bring that up. I think it's weird that she is a princess in the princess stuff. So
Right.
Yeah. It's a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that, and I feel bad saying it because she's definitely one of the best movies, one of the best.
Oh yeah.
She's one of the best characters.
It's a very good movie. She's a very good character.
I think what's so weird about it is that she's like a princess in name, but they don't give her the princess treatment. Like she's not on a lot of merch, and she's not
Right.
like in the
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom, and she's not.
I
Like-
wonder if they one day will ever change it to like the Disney leaders or something like that.
Oh, that would be cool.
And instead there would be something like that or another word that's not leader that sounds better. And
The Disney matriarchs.
that makes it sound like a bunch of old women. I feel like
Yeah,
that,
all the grandmas would be in it.
right. Merriweather just is the leader of everybody. All right. Let us do your questions, Thomas.
So, Jessica, since I started with you before,
Yes.
how have your feelings of this movie changed over the years?
I don't think they have, honestly. I still like it just as much. Maybe even more.
Cool.
Nikki?
Nikki?
Same. Like I wish I'd given it more of my attention sooner.
Yeah.
It's a really great movie, and it deserves more credit than it has. Thomas Carl?
I agree. This is definitely, it definitely deserves more everything.
Yeah.
Like, it deserves to be a bigger deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mulan deserves to be a bigger deal princess.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she's not technically a princess. She's
Right.
still a very good role model.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
think
Disney
she
role
deserves-
models.
There you go.
Yeah. She deserves to be on more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In more stuff. And it's just a really good movie. Like, a lot of people have a trouble with Mushu and stuff, and like, I don't mind Mushu, honestly.
They're okay.
I think it's probably the right decision not to have him in the remake, but I think he's fine in this movie.
Yeah.
But I really I think Mulan is probably one of my favorite princesses, just because she's a really great character.
Yeah.
There's a good story. It's inspiring. She's a good role model.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Yeah.
I like the comparison that came up before, where she's basically Captain America. So
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
all right.
All right.
All right.
God damn it, Thomas.
tell her what Evie said about Matthew McConaughey the other night to us?
What did Evie say about Matthew McConaughey to us the other night?
The other night we were getting ready for bed and Thomas was like, all right. And I said, stop Matthew McConaugheying me. And Evie was like, yeah, Dad, stop Matthew McConaugheying me, or something like that.
She had a hard time saying his name.
It was really cute.
Hey, did you guys know that we have a Patreon page? What is right?
Patreon? What's
Yeah.
Patreon?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
Patreon is a website where creators like us can offer you guys extra stuff that you can pay for.
Extra stuff?
It's a monthly subscription. You can pay as little as $1.
Oh, okay.
$1 a month
Not bad.
to support people that you like and want to hear more from, like us.
I do like us.
Yeah. And for instance, if you pay us $1 a month, do you remember what they get, Nikki?
Well,
yeah, Nikki, do you... This is a test.
I definitely know. For just $1 a month, you get a shout out and a special thank you in one of our episodes.
Yep.
Yes.
But if you pay the $5 a month, you get access to all of our bonus episodes that we release once a month.
Yeah. We have 4 up right now, which you can, if you do the $5 level, you get to see all of the back catalog. Also, we have 4 bonus episodes up right now.
And they're actually pretty funny. They're not typically movies. They are usually just kind of extra little fun things that we do. We want to do more of them.
Yeah.
So there should be more of them coming soon.
Our most recent one, we were talking about our Disney vacation trip to Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
With Evie and Jessica.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you guys feel like supporting us on with some monetarily, go check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/YPIP podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what if I don't want to give any money and I just want to support you for free? Like, what's the super easiest way to do
That's
that?
totally cool. You don't have to give us money. If you want to support us without spending any money, you can just like and review and share our podcast with somebody.
Yeah, tell a friend.
Yeah.
Tell 3 friends.
3 friends.
Tell a stranger you've never met before on the street.
Just tell them.
Yeah.
Please,
or a stranger
you've made a
at the
terrible
Disney
mistake
store.
putting the dog in your lap.
All right. That was Patreon.
Good work.
Okay. Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Famicus.
Let's get down to Famicus.
Beautiful.
Did you Famicus? Or did you Famicus?
Beautiful.
All right. First question.
Yes.
Which of the training montage activities do you think that you would excel at? So there was fishing, there was pole climbing, pole jumping, archery, and karate.
Ooh.
And also banging your head on a piece of concrete.
I don't even think I'd want to try that one.
And this is like not right away, but like we're partway through our training montage.
No, this is like you've mastered
This
it.
is at the end of the montage. You would be the example of this activity.
You are the example of the montage.
Okay.
Montage.
I feel like either the archery or more likely I actually think the karate. Yeah.
I can see you being good at the karate.
I've done some kickboxing before, and I will say I have pleasantly surprised myself at my ability to punch real good.
Good for you.
Yeah. Nikki?
Obviously, the answer would be archery.
Obviously.
For me, but I'm not going to give that answer.
Because you are Katniss Everdeen.
I am Katniss Everdeen. But I'm not going to give that answer. I'm going to go a different direction.
Oh?
I actually think I'd be really good at the pole jumping because I think I've got some good agility in general.
Okay.
I've noticed some things I've been able to do lately when working out that I'm like, oh, I didn't know my body could do that. That's kind of cool when it comes to like jumping and stuff. And I'm like, huh. And I like balance. I like doing balancey stuff. So I think I could be good at that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I can see that.
Okay.
Right? You saw me balancing yoga that one time.
Yeah.
I did okay.
Yeah, you did better than I did.
You're very gooder at balancing than I am. That's for sure. I think I would do the pole climb.
Ooh, yeah.
Were you good at rope climbing in gym class?
No, we didn't do rope climbing in gym class.
Oh,
The only time I've ever tried to actually climb a rope.
Life.
The only time I've ever actually tried to climb a rope was when I did a semester of ROTC in college.
Yeah.
And I was very bad at it.
Super bad. Same.
I've never tried to climb a rope. I feel like
It's very hard.
Not good at that.
It's the worst. It's very painful too.
Yeah. Very hard. And then it also didn't help that there were a bunch of other like super gung-ho guys that would climb the rope using just their arms.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I feel like I would get up the rope and then I'd be like, well, shit, how do I get down without like burning my hands on the way down?
Yeah. There's also that.
Getting down not as hard as getting up.
I don't know. I couldn't get up. So.
No, you would definitely have rope burn on your hands.
Yeah.
I tried to rock climb one time, like on just one of those walls with the rocks. I can't even like do that. Like that's hard.
Right.
All right. Next question. You're joining the army, but you have to conceal your gender and pretend to be, in your two cases, a boy.
Yes.
What would your fake name be?
Mike Hunt. No? Seymour Butts.
Oh my god.
I would go for ultimate boy prank name, and I know that's what I would super do.
Well.
No?
Okay.
Alright, I'll think on this. What do you guys got?
I think I would want something that wouldn't draw a lot of attention.
I have to come up with a girl name.
Yes, you do.
Is it Amber?
You're trying to join the Amazons, Thomas. You're undercover on the Isle of the Mascara.
The mascara, not the mascara, which is very confusing.
Huh.
Yeah. It's not so easy, is it?
I'm trying to remember what our girl names were when we were thinking about naming our girls and which ones I liked.
Magnolia. Dr. Evil.
I like the name Alexandra.
Oh yeah, that was a name you liked a lot.
Then you could be Alex, which technically...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also can see the androgyny names being a good choice.
Yeah. Or
I could go Lexi too, kind of.
Yeah. There you go.
Disperse suspicion.
Oh, is that sassy? That sassy little hand wave you did was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really weird.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good train of thought, Thomas. I'd probably go with Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Not Chuck. Charlie.
Charlie. I'd go with Jordan. Jordan's my...
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right. This last question. Rather than asking me what your Patronus would be again, during the Guardian scene, they said that they have a Guardian, the swiftest Guardian, the wisest Guardian, the strongest Guardian.
Uh-huh.
Which one, if you were a spirit guardian, which ideal do you think you would represent?
Which trait would you be?
Yeah.
What are some choices?
So, wisdomly, strong, fast. Let's do smart.
Wouldn't that be wisdomly?
Maybe.
Wisdom and intelligence are two different stats.
Yeah,
Nikki.
they're two different stats. We could do toughest. We could do most charming.
You're just naming stats.
Yes, we are.
I want charisma. I want charisma. That's mine. I'd be the charismatic guy.
Okay. Yeah, let's use the D&D stats.
Yeah.
The D&D abilities.
Mine
and we'll be the guardian of that.
Yeah. I'd be the guardian of charisma.
So Nikki would be charisma. Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
You're very charming.
I could also see Jess being the charisma. I think Jess would be a better charisma guardian than I would.
No, I could see you being charisma for sure. Yeah, I'd either be charisma or wisdom, probably. Not intelligence. I'm not smart, but
I would not be intelligent.
But I can usually work out a situation if given time.
Yeah.
I think I would either do intelligence or strength.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Because I'm a smart boy.
You're a smart boy, and strength makes sense. You're good in the gym. Like, you're a good coach at the gym.
Strong.
You're strong.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all.
Word.
Good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Finishing up.
Let's do it.
Ratings.
Rate it.
Rate it. Your face.
Yes. Absolutely.
I was going for a combination of like remix and chia.
I see. That's definitely what I
nailed it.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
I give this movie 3 terrible sidekicks out of 3 proud daddy moments of honor.
Wow, first of all, how dare you say Khan is a terrible sidekick?
Yes.
I mean,
Khan is a good boy.
Sidekick rating wise, guys, these sidekicks suck, and you know it. Like, in general.
The horse is the only reason they made it out of that avalanche alive.
Khan is a better sidekick than every single one of the dwarves.
I agree. I'm not saying Mulan is bad, but I'm just saying Mulan got, like, chump change for sidekick.
Yeah. She did.
Yeah.
Let's see. I give this 10 chickens in the temple out of 1 great stone dragon.
Nice.
Tomas?
And also, the only princess horse that I think is better than Khan is Maximus.
Wow.
What about Angus?
I would rate Khan higher than Angus, personally.
He does more. That's true.
That's true. Angus doesn't really do anything. He's just
Angus is just a horse.
Angus is just really cool looking.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows how to guide Merida through the forest so that she can hit all of her freaking arrows and stuff.
I feel like Khan could do that too, though.
Yeah.
We should probably tell everybody our next episode since our pin's all fucked up now.
Yeah. Thanks, coronavirus.
Thanks, coronavirus.
Wait, I didn't do my rating.
Yeah, you did not do your rating.
I'm sorry, Thomas. I thought you did your coronavirus.
Thomas had to come to Khan's defense again.
I did.
Go on.
Because it's part of my rating.
Oh, no.
My rating is 1 good horse boy out of a girl worth fighting for.
Nice. Very good. I enjoyed that.
All right.
We sound good from Jafar.
We sound great.
Jafar.
Don't you know we sound good from Jafar?
Oh, yeah.
Jafar.
Don't you know we sound so good from Jafar?
Jafar.
Oh, that hurts my throat, but that was worth it.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, well, imagine as I'm pacing the aisles of a nearby Costco, and I can't help but to hear, an exchanging of screams. Give me your toilet paper. Give me hand sanitizer. Yes, I'm caring to a worker. I'm sorry, I saw that. You can talk now. I wanted to read it.